And we welcome you to R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College as we bring you Blue Jay Volleyball. Tonight, the Elmhurst Blue Jays battle the Lady Reds from Carthage. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and we thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger, delighted to have you with us. Well, let's listen to Bruce Hill, the public address announcer, for the introduction to the Blue Jays starting lineup.
Right side, number 15, David Brower. Sophomore outside, number 3, Taylor Zerlin. Sophomore middle hitter, number 10, Peyton Fruits. Freshman middle, number 8, Emily Lewis. Freshman outside, number 20, Kayla Mass. And freshman libero, number 19, Valerie Thomas. Head coach of the Blue Jays is Julie Hall. Our officials tonight are Paul Fowler.
So there you have the starting lineup for Julie Hall, the head coach, of the Blue Jays. Leanne Ulmer is the head coach of the Lady Reds. The Blue Jays come into this game with a record of 9-10 overall, so with the victory here tonight, it would get them up to double digits, and at the 500 mark, they would also get to the 500 mark in the CCIW. The Blue Jays currently 2-3 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds riding a 6-game winning streak heading into tonight. Overall 14-7. They are undefeated in league play, 4-0, tied on top of the conference with Illinois Wesleyan. By the way, Illinois Wesleyan is playing tonight in Naperville, taking on the 0-3 North Central College Cardinals. So the top two teams in the conference in action here tonight. See the Blue Jays in their home white jerseys with the navy blue stripes along the side and the numbers and the word Elmhurst along the back. Navy blue shorts. And for the Lady Reds, of course, appropriately, red jerseys, black shorts, and white numbers. Mentioned Leanne Ulmer, her 17th season as the head coach of the Lady Reds, and Julie Hall, of course, the Hall of Famer, 25th season as the head coach of the Blue Jays. So we have some veteran head coaches here. Your officials, Christian Kryzak, Paul Fowler. Christian Kryzak is up on the bird's nest, if you will. Blue Jays have won the toss, and they will serve. Serving to get this match underway is Kelly Townsend. A nice dig in the back by Townsend. Kill attempt by Zerlin. And the kill is good for the Lady Reds. That's Andrea Kozak, the right side sophomore hitter from Lincoln Way North, the now closed Lincoln Way North. Lady Reds on top 1-0 here. We are in the first set just underway here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. There's a kill by Taylor Zerlin. The sophomore outside hitter out of Shorewood went to Joliet Catholic. And we're tied at 1. It is a best of 5. And we do play to 25 with the rally scoring system, which basically means a point is awarded after every serve, and you have to win by 2. And hitting that one into the net, Kayla Mast. So the point to the Lady Reds, and Carthage leads 2-1. Blue Jays coming off of a tough loss at Augustana on October 4th. As I mentioned, trying to get back to the 500 mark in conference and overall. Cross-court kill attempt is a little bit too strong there by Kayla Mast. And so the point to the Lady Reds to make it 3-1. Nine-team conference. If you were tuning into some of the football games, and there's a kill by the Blue Jays. That's Kayla Mass getting the point, 3-2. You would know that Washington University is in the conference, but that's just for football. Doesn't apply to volleyball. So you've got Wesleyan and Carthage, Carroll, Augustana, North Park, Elmhurst, Milliken, Wheaton, and North Central. Diving effort that time by Zerlin. And the point going to go to the Lady Reds. And it's 4-2 in favor of Carthage. here in the first set. Serving for Carthage, Laura De Rosales, the libero, 5'1" junior from Rockford, Illinois. And she sets it up to the far side. Good dig in the back. Now it's the Blue Jays on the attack and getting the kill, Bailey Brower, to make it 4-3. Bailey Brower, by the way, the leader on this Blue Jay team in kills with 228. So that's number 229 on the season for Bailey. Now Bailey's going to serve it here, waiting for the official to blow the whistle. Now we're ready to go, and a chance for the Blue Jays to tie this game up at 4. Trailing 4-3, and a service error. And that makes it 5-3 in favor of the Lady Reds. And serving will be Shannon Kebasek. Shannon is a 5'9" junior out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. Went to Brookfield Central High School. That one hits the backboard of the high atop R.A. Fagnall Hall here. The push over to the open spot. Ellie LeCount, the setter, junior setter, getting the point, and it's 6-3. Nice idea by LeCount, finding the open hole in that Blue Jay defense. Continuing to serve it here is Kebasek, and that one goes long. Little too strong of a club, and it makes it 6-4 here. Lady Reds in the early going. Kayla Mast, the freshman outside hitter from Quincy, Illinois, will serve. Back row dig, and nice dig in the back row for the Blue Jays. Setting it up to the far side and getting the kill is Kayla Johansson, 5'8" sophomore out of Skokie, Illinois. She went to Niles West High School, and it's 7-4 in favor of the Lady Reds. Carthage, as I mentioned, 14-7 overall, and that kill is good for Taylor Zerline. Oh, but they're calling a net violation, so Zerline must have touched the net. I didn't quite see it, but point to the Lady Reds, and this is going to be a service ace possibly. Oh, the Blue Jays do a great job of getting it over. And on the far side, that kill by Megan Barant. Barant is the leader in kills with 250, also the leader in digs for the Lady Reds with 292. And that kill forces Julie Hall to call a timeout here. We are in the first set. Again, it's the best of 5. The visiting Lady Reds lead it here by a score of 9-4. Mark Kruger here, delighted to bring you all the action. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. The only other, well, we mentioned Illinois Wesleyan is at North Central tonight. The only other CCIW team in action is Carroll, and it's a non-conference game. Carroll is at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. This Carthage team is, boy, they're pretty loaded. 999 kills coming into tonight. Compare that to the Blue Jays, 774 total team kills. So Julie Hall said her piece to her team as they come out of the huddle, trailing by 5 here, 9-4. Again, we are in the first set, best of 5 here at the college level. NCAA Division III college volleyball, CCIW action here tonight. Kayla Johansson, number 5, with the jump serve. Blue Jays now on the attack from the back row. The kill attempt by Brower. Lady Reds push it over. Pushes it over is Zerline. Brower with the dig. And now the Lady Reds on the attack. And the dink effort good by Peyton Froats, the 5'10" sophomore middle hitter out of Downers Grove South High School. Her hometown of Darien, Illinois. Take another look at The nice little dig and nice finesse on that play. Point to the Blue Jays, makes it 9-5 in favor of the Lady Reds. And there's another dink effort, this time by Carthage's Katie Liao out of Downers Grove North High School, the 6'1" senior. Gets a dink of her own to make it 10-5 in favor of the Lady Reds. The Blue Jays, well, they tied this set 1-1 early on. They're led in the match. Cross-court kill that time is good by Emily Dewis, 5'9" freshman out of Sheldon, Illinois. Will get credit for the kill. And now coming in to serve is number 5, Kelly Townsend, the 5'8" junior out of North Aurora, Illinois. Played her prep volleyball at West Aurora High School. Former Black Hawk. Getting direction and the location from Julie Hall as to where to serve it. Jump serve. And a great opportunity there by Emily Dewis to knock it down. Big Emily's 5'9" freshman. And now it's 10-7. The Blue Jays are within 3. Saw the tail end of that one there. Diving effort by Dee Rosales, the libero. Couldn't quite get to it. Zerlene's kill attempt saved by the Lady Reds there on the attack, and now it's 21, Andrea Kozak getting the kill. 5'10" sophomore gives the point to the Lady Reds. There you see it. 11-7 in favor of Carthage. Getting it over is Brower, and Bailey, well, that's going to be an easy one for her. The Blue Jays are again within 3 as we take a look at the southpaw. Lady Reds couldn't quite handle that one. Again, a diving effort by Dee Rosales. Lady Reds get it over. Over here to the near side. Oh, nicely done by the Lady Reds. The combination of Megan Berendt and Andrea Kozak with the block. And that makes it 12-8, the lead up to 4. And there you see, it looked like it was Berendt that got the block. Megan now serving. And another block attempt, but it lands on Carthage side of the court. And so the point going to the Blue Jays to make it 12-9. Blue Jays are within 3. Let's see if they can get on a little run here and take the lead for the first time here in this first set. Nice dig effort there by Zerline. Cross-court kill is a little too strong by Brower, and that gives the point to Carthage, 13-9. 4-point lead for the Lady Reds. Laura Dee Rosales, the libero, 5'1" junior, will serve it. Blue Jays now on the attack. Brower has to dink it. Diving effort by Dee Rosales. Dig by Zerline. Brower, too strong. Bailey got a little bit under that one and sailed it out of bounds. 14-9 now in favor of Carthage. They've tied now the biggest lead of the set at 5. To the far side, cross-court kill attempt. Peyton Froats is too long as well. And so now Carthage enjoying its biggest lead of this first set, 6, 15-9. Blocked at the net. Zerline, masked. Good defense again by the Lady Reds. And down the far side, the kill is good by Shannon Kebasek. I'll check that. That was number 8. I'm sorry, Megan Berendt. And it is now 16-9. And the second timeout taken by Julie Hall here. We are about, well, halfway through. There you see the score, 16-9 in favor of the Lady Reds. It was close throughout. It was 6-4 Then it was 10-5. Then the Blue Jays got to within 3, 12-9. But then actually it was 12-8. And then it was 12-9, and then 4 straight points here by the Lady Reds to make it 16-9, and that forced Julie Hall to call a timeout. The Blue Jays a year ago, 10-19 overall, 5-3 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds, what a great year they had a year ago, 27-9. And 6-2 in the league. So they are well on their way, the Lady Reds, of having another 20-plus win season. Lady Reds currently 14-7. Not a lot of service errors. I counted 1 for the Blue Jays, and really not a lot of unforced errors either. Both of these two clubs don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't beat themselves. And serving here now for Carthage is Laura DeRosales, the libero. And there's the kill by Peyton Froats, the sophomore middle hitter. So that sort of stops the bleeding a little bit to make it 16-10. Lady Reds, there's another look at it. Great effort there by Froats. And it's a 6-point Lady Reds lead, 16-10. Again, we play up to 25. You have to win by 2, and that one too strong. Bailey Brower, a service error, and it is now 17-10. Lady Reds lead by 7. Tying their biggest lead here of this first set. Over here to the near side, this is Mast, and Mast, that one goes out of bounds. It is now 18-10. As Carthage has sort of opened things up here the second half of this first set. Little dink effort there by Mast. Lady Reds adjusted nicely, and a kill that time by Kayla Johansson. And that gives the Lady Reds now a 9-point lead, 19-10. As you see, Johansson set up beautifully that time. Serving is Shanna Kebasek. Blue Jays now on the attack. Mast gets it over. Lady Reds from the back row, and the back row kill good by Megan Barrett. Again, she is the leader in kills coming into tonight for the Lady Reds with 250. And right now the Lady Reds have doubled up on the Blue Jays, 20-10. And a nice little dink effort there by number 10 for the Blue Jays. That is Peyton Froats, and it is now 20-11. Well, another service error for the Blue Jays. They've had a couple that have gone too long. And that makes it 21-11. The lead back up to 10 for the Lady Reds. Nice pushover by Katie Davis. Lady Reds were there, though. Kill attempt by Zerline. Lady Reds get it over from the back row. Blue Jays now on the attack. Getting it over again from the back row, but it's too strong. That was Kayla Johansson, and the Blue Jays get a well-deserved point, and that makes it 21-12. See Johansson, too strong from the back row, out of bounds. And it's 21-12. And that one, another service error. Boy, the Blue Jays hurting themselves here on long serves. 22-12, the lead back up to 10. And coming into the game and serving now is Megan Dowrant, a 5'4" freshman from St. Charles North, former North Star. Zerline gets it over for the Blue Jays. Blocked at the net, but the Blue Jays can't return it, and another point for the Lady Reds, and Carthage 2 points away from capturing the first set of this match. Dowrent with the knuckleball serve, and she sends it out too strong. Service error for Carthage. Kelly Townsend is back in along with Bailey Brower for the Blue Jays. 10-point lead, 23-13. Carthage with the lead. To the far side. Oh, a great dig in the back there by Kelly Townsend, and ultimately the Blue Jays get the point. Boy, oh boy. Here's another look at it. Watch Kelly. It looked like she got handcuffed a little bit in the back row, but boy, she did a nice job of focusing in and concentrating and getting the dig. 23-14 Carthage. And the dink effort good by Megan Barrett. 24-14, set point. Boy, this is a tough Lady Reds team. Ellie LeCount with the jump serve. And that cross-court kill attempt is good for Elmhurst. That's Ellie Dewis. And that makes it 24-15. Take another look. Dewis sprinting all the way to the far side. Cross-court against the grain, getting the kill. Nice block by the Blue Jays, but it went out, and so Carthage takes the first set by a score of 25-15. Impressive performance by the visiting Lady Reds of Carthage coming down from Kenosha. So they'll switch sides, and we'll settle in for set number 2 here from R.A. Fagenal Hall. Again, we thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Blue Jay volleyball here tonight. CCIW battle. The Blue Jays, as I mentioned earlier, 2-3 in league play. The 2 league leaders in the CCIW, Illinois Wesleyan 4-0, and these Lady Reds of Carthage also 4-0 in the league play. Carroll is 3-1, and then Augustana is 2-2. You've got 2 teams that are 2-3. This Elmhurst Ball Club along with North Park. Milliken is 1-3, and 2 teams that have yet to win a conference game, Wheaton and North Central, are both 0-3 in conference plays. Take a look at the head there of Victor E. The Blue Jay mascot in the house. Always great to see Victor working the crowd here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. I don't know, I think he's a little afraid of me. He never comes up here to the booth. Just logged on. We are getting set for the second set of this match here tonight between the Blue Jays and the Lady Reds. Carthage taking the first set by a score of 25-15. It was pretty close. It was 12-9 Lady Reds, and then they rattle off 4 straight points and got the lead up to 7, and towards the tail end of the first set, they were leading by 10, and it got to as much as 11. Ended up winning by 10, 25-15. So let's hope the Blue Jays can get off to a better start. They did not lead at all in that first set. They were the first set was tied at 1, and that's as close as the Blue Jays have gotten to the lead. So let's hope that they can come out early, take the lead, and perhaps tie this match up. They're trailing 1-0 here as we head into the second set. Next game for the Blue Jays, they'll be back in action on October 12th on Friday when they host Ohio Northern. Then on Saturday, they'll be at Calvin. The game on Saturday is 11 a.m. first serve. Blue Jays will be in a couple of invitationals. They'll be in the Midwest Invitational in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They'll host their own Elmhurst Invitational later on this month. And then they'll also have the Benedictine Invite in Lisle. That is also later on this month. So a couple of tough invitationals that the Blue Jays will participate in. The Blue Jays here at R.A. Fagnall Hall, 2-1. On the road, they're 3-6, and on neutral sites, the Blue Jays are 4-3. Bailey Brower comes out onto the court, along with Kelly Townsend, Taylor Zerline, Kayla Mast, Peyton Froats. And also out there is Emily Dewis, along with the libero. For Carthage, Katie Leao, she comes out as the libero. Laura De Rosales comes in. Shannon Kebasek, Megan Barrett, Andrea Kozak, and serving now for the Lady Reds to start the second set, Ellie LeCount. So the second set is underway here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. Carthage, as I mentioned, took the first set 25-15. Nice block at the net by the Blue Jays. Carthage gets it over. Over here on the near side, nice job by Bailey Brower to get the kill. And a good start to the second set. You see the southpaw, the left-hander, she really gathered up momentum. You see her take a couple steps back, and the Lady Reds couldn't handle that one. So the Blue Jays take the lead for the first time in this match, 1-0 here in the second set. Nice dig by Townsend. Blue Jays get it over. Over here to the near side, kill attempt by Kebasek. Blue Jays, nice job. Brower. To the far side, it's Mast, and it's too strong. So the point going to Carthage, and we're tied at 1. Good effort. Mast just couldn't quite get the ball down. Now serving, Megan Barrett. And there's Brower. Is it in? No. Too strong for Brower, and the Lady Reds quickly get the lead. A couple of quick points here, and they lead it 2-1. And that one served to the top of the net. A service error for the Lady Reds, and that ties the second set up at 2. Emily Dewis will serve here for the Blue Jays. And that one beautifully done. Boy, a lot of velocity on that one by Shannon Kebasek. And it's 3-2 in favor of the Lady Reds. See Kebasek going down the far sideline there, sending it home. 3-2 Lady Reds. De Rosales will serve. And that will be a service ace, as Kayla Mast kind of got handcuffed there a little bit. So the ace makes it 4-2. Take another look at it there. Good serve by Laura. Lady Reds on top by a score of 4-2. Brower is going to get the kill straight up the middle. Nice job by Bailey. 5'10" junior from Elkhart, Indiana. She went to Elkhart Memorial. And the Blue Jays are within 1, 4-3. Serving now for Elmhurst is number 4, Rachel Schutte. 5'8" sophomore out of Naperville North, former Husky. I'll be at Naperville North tomorrow night, as a matter of fact, to watch the soccer team try to go undefeated in the regular season against Downers Grove South. On the far side, and a nice block by the Blue Jays. Oh, and it just is out. Good call by the official, and that makes it 5-3. The Lady Reds by 2. Take another look, and you see the ball land just outside that white stripe. Blue Jays to the far side, it's Mast, and the Lady Reds can't get the block together. So it is now 5-4. The Blue Jays are within 1. And serving will be Kayla Mast. 5'10" freshman. Boy, she's got a bright future here at Elmhurst. Over here to the near side, and that kill will be good for Kayla Johansson. Johansson with 93 kills coming into tonight, and that makes it 6-4 favor of the Lady Reds. To the far side, Zerline, she pushes it to the back row and gets the point. Nice decision that time by Taylor. And the Blue Jays once again are within one, 6-5. Boy, we have yet to kind of go on a roll here, serving. Lady Reds have sort of stopped the bleeding all night long, and they do it again here on the dink effort there by Katie. That makes it 7-5 in favor of the Lady Reds. Coming in now to serve is Megan Dowrent. 2-point lead for the Lady Reds. We're in the second set. Blue Jays with a chance from the back row. Mass blocked nicely by Kozak. Second it up to Kozak again. A nice diving effort. To the far side is Zerline, and she's going to get the kill. Taylor Zerline, the 5'8" sophomore. From the top side, gets the kill, and take another look at it here. Zerline finishing it off. Lady Reds trying to get the block. Boy, once again, the Blue Jays are within one. Kelly Townsend with the jump serve. Nice block at the net to give the Blue Jays the point, and we're tied at 7. So the second tie of the second set. We were tied at 1, and now we're tied at 7. Townsend continuing to serve. See if she can put together 4 or 5 in a row here. Oh, a one-handed effort that time by Mast. And the point to the Lady Reds to make it 8-7. As once again, Carthage breaks the tie and takes the 1-point lead. Ellie LeCount with the jump serve, the knuckleball serve. Boy, tough to handle, but Mast did a nice job in the back row. And running into the net is Bailey Brower, and so the point going to the Lady Reds to make it 9-7. Brower couldn't quite control herself there as she made a one-handed effort. LeCount with another jump serve. Boy, that was right over the net. Whoa, that one with authority by Shannon Kebasek. That was the hardest hit ball, I think, all night. Take another look. Kebasek really got airborne on this play, and she sends it home. It's a 3-point lead. Zerline. Carthage gets it over. And pushes it over is Kelly Townsend. So instead of setting it up for her teammates, Townsend decides to take it over. And it's now 10-8. And a service error for the Blue Jays gives the Lady Reds a point, and it's 11-8. Barrett out of Lindenhurst, Illinois. Mast, cross court, and that one is out. So another point for the Lady Reds as we take another look at it here. Mast just too strong on that cross court kill attempt. And the lead is now 4. And that one is, looks like that one is out as well. The Blue Jays, they were kind of hoping that that one was in. Let's see if we can take another look at it here. Well, hard to tell. But boy, this is the same spot as in the first set that Carthage kind of added to its lead. But this time, though, the Blue Jays get the point, and they are within 4, 13-9. And now serving for Elmhurst, number 8, Emily Dewis, I should say. Emily with the jump serve, and it's going to be a service ace. Perfect time for a service ace, and that makes it 13-10 And Emily continuing to serve. See if we can get another one here. Why not? Great opportunity. Yeah, and the kill going to Peyton Froats. Well, the Lady Reds set that one up beautifully for Peyton. And that coming after the nice serve. Watch the Lady Reds. They set it up and Froats just skies and sends it home. And now the Blue Jays are within 2. And a little miscommunication there. Shannon Kebasek didn't want to touch the net, and a timeout taken here by Leanne Ulmer and the Lady Reds. So a nice little surge here by the Blue Jays. And Elmhurst finds itself trailing by just 1. The Blue Jays with 4 straight points. Remember, they were trailing 13-8. And we thought that maybe it was going to be kind of the same thing as the first set with Carthage expanding the lead, but no, 4 straight points by the Blue Jays, and now they find themselves trailing by just 1, 13-12. Lady Reds decide to call a timeout. We'll see if the Blue Jays can continue the momentum after the timeout. Well, if you just logged on to BlueJayTV.com, we thank you, first of all, for logging on. My name is Mark Kruger, bringing you all the action here tonight from R.A. Fagnall Hall. The Blue Jays are within 1 here in the second set. Carthage won the first set 25-15. And now the Blue Jays are looking to tie things up here in the second set. They trail by 1. Emily Dewis will continue to serve for the Blue Jays, the 5'9" freshman from Milford High School. All right, here we go to tie it up. Oh, blocked, but it goes out of bounds, so the Lady Reds get the point, and Carthage leads by 2. 14-12. Midway through the second set. Again, we played at 25. You have to win by 2. And the match is a best of 5. Little dink effort by Mast, and it stays in. Good idea by Kayla. As you see Kayla decide to go with the little dink and gets the point. And again, the Blue Jays are within 1. It's about the 4th or 5th different time the Blue Jays have come within 1. And that kill by Kayla Johansson. Blue Jays tried to block it, but it went out of bounds. So the lead is now back up to 2. Lady Reds led by as many as 5 in this second set. It's been a close one. And that one, Rachel Schutte couldn't quite handle it in the back row, so Carthage gets the point, and now the lead is 3, 16-13. Schutte with a diving effort to her left knee, couldn't come up with it though. Setting it up here to the near side, oh, blocked at the net nicely by Johansson. To the far side, and Mast decided not to kill. Mast, and that kill is good by Kayla Johansson. Deflected at the net, and the lead is now 4. 17-13, and timeout taken here by Julie Hall. Pretty good timeout by Coach Hall. She's recognizing that Carthage is starting to creep away just a little bit. The lead is now 4, 17-13. 3 straight points for the Lady Reds, as it was 14-13. Julie Hall, boy, a Hall of Fame career. What a career she has had. Inducted into numerous Hall of Fames. 25th season as the head coach here, the Blue Jays. Great person to talk to, too. I've Had numerous conversations with her before various matches. A very, very pleasant lady to talk with, whether it be volleyball or whether it be anything else. CCIW battle here in Elmhurst. R.A. Fagnall Hall is the site for this match between the Blue Jays of Elmhurst and the Lady Reds of Carthage. And once again, I mentioned this in the first set, but both of these two ball clubs really not making a lot of mental mistakes. I'd have to say that the Blue Jays have had a few more service errors than the Lady Reds tonight, but other than that, these are two good teams battling it out. Of course, Carthage undefeated in the CCIW. Carthage, along with Illinois Wesleyan, are both 4-0. So the Lady Reds serving, leading by 4. That one blocked, and it goes out of bounds. So the Blue Jays do indeed get the point after Julie Hall calls the timeout to make it 17-14, a 3-point lead. And there's a kill by Peyton Froats, and the Blue Jays are now within 2. So a couple of quick points after the timeout. And now Kayla Mast will serve. Blue Jays down 2. Good effort at the net to the far side. Zerline, was it deflected? I believe so, because yes, they are saying it was deflected. So a point going to the Blue Jays makes it 17-16, and again, a chance for Elmhurst to tie it up. We were tied at 1. We were tied at 7, and another service error. Wow. Not a good time for a service error as Carthage gets the point. It is a 2-point lead, 18-16. Johansson to serve. To the far side, Zerline. Lady Reds get it over. Zerline again, couldn't quite get the velocity on that one. And getting the kill for the Lady Reds is Megan Barrett. Well, you go to your leader in kills if you need a point, and that is indeed Barrett. The lead is 3 for the Lady Reds. Zerline answers with a kill of her own. Taylor Zerline brings the Blue Jays back to within 2. Taylor, the 5'8" sophomore. 137 kills for Zerline coming into this match. Oh, that one too strong. Another service error. That has hurt the Blue Jays here tonight. The lead is now 3 for the Lady Reds, 20-17. We are in the second set. The Lady Reds took the first set 25-15, in case you've just logged on. And that one hits the left shoulder of Mast. Blue Jays, though, get it over. Zerline, Mast from the back row. Blocked, and the Blue Jays can't get it over. The diving effort by Emily Dewis at the end of that play. And the Lady Reds lead is now 4. Boy, again, this has really been a competitive second set. Molly Brennan coming in, a 5'10" senior outside hitter, trying to provide a spark from Tinley Park, Illinois. The serve from Carthage. Here's Zerline, yes. Taylor Zerline has been a pleasant surprise here in the second set on that far side. Here she is, set it up beautifully. And now the Blue Jays serving, trailing by just 3. Kelly Townsend with the jump serve. And that point's going to go to the Lady Reds. 22-18 as we take another look at it here. the kill on the near side, and that makes it a 4-point game for the Lady Reds. Lady Reds get it over. Blue Jays now on the attack. Over here to the near side and blocked. Getting the block, Megan Barrett, I believe, for Carthage. Take another look at it. I think it was number 8 with the block. Yep, it was Brower with the attempted kill. And the lead is now 5. Blocked. Now the Lady Reds on the attack. To the far side. Blocked. Brower. Here's Zerline. Blocked by the Lady Reds. Zerline with the bump. Lady Reds. Was it a net violation? It was a violation, and the Blue Jays get the point. 23-19. Yeah, she crossed the line there. Good call by the official, Paul Fowler. 4-point lead for the Lady Reds. Brower and a whistle and 4 hits. That looks like it's going to go to the Lady Reds. 24-19, and now it's set point. Lady Reds looking to go up 2-0 here tonight. 1 point away from doing that. Getting it over is Brennan. Blocked at the net, but can't get over for the Blue Jays. The second set going to the Lady Reds of Carthage. 25-19 is the final in the second set. You see the attempted block by the Blue Jays, so it is a 2-0 advantage here for Carthage. Carthage took the first set 25-15, and they took the second set, did the Lady Reds, 25-19. And so now we will switch sides once again, and we will get ready for the third set. Well, this is a tough team, these Lady Reds. As we mentioned, Megan Barrett is the leader in kills and digs. Shannon Kebasek has come up big. Ellie LeCount, Laura D. Rosales, the libero, has done a really nice job as well. And I'll tell you, the Blue Jays have not played bad. The one thing that I brought up a couple of times is the service errors. That has hurt the Blue Jays here tonight. If they can correct that here in this third set, I think they got a good shot at making this match interesting. Again, you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. This is a CCIW NCAA Division III volleyball matchup between the Elmhurst Blue Jays and the Lady Reds of Carthage. Both of the two, the Blue Jays, as I mentioned, they come into this match with a CCIW record of 2-3. Their 2 conference wins were against North Central on October 2nd in 3 straight sets, and they also won at Wheaton on September 28th. So 2 of their victories were against Wheaton and North Central. Neither one of those teams has won a conference game so far this year. So the Blue Jays have beaten teams they should have beat, and now they come up against some tough competition, and one of them here in the CCIW, certainly these Lady Reds of Carthage. So both teams, final instructions from their head coaches. Good crowd on hand here tonight at R.A. Fagnall Hall. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. By the way, the next football game for the Blue Jays will be on Saturday, October 20th. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff against Milliken. That's homecoming weekend. Get a chance coming out to Langhorst Field and catch the Blue Jays in action. Blue Jays and Milliken homecoming weekend, October 20th. Here at R.A. Fagnall Hall, there'll be a volleyball tournament there then as well. So this campus will be booming on Saturday, October 20th. If you want to attend any of those events, folks, please get here early because parking will be a premium. Should be a lot of fun. All right, both teams back out onto the court here for this third set. The official, Paul Fowler, is over on the Elmhurst bench getting the final players of who's going to be starting this third set. Again, Carthage took the first set, winning by 10, 25-15. The Lady Reds just took the second set moments ago, 25-19. And now we are ready to go for this third set. Kelly Townsend will serve it here for the Blue Jays. And this third set is underway. Wow, getting up and nailing that one, Megan Barrett. Deflected up at the net, so Carthage gets the first point here of this third set. 1-0 in favor of Carthage. And a service error that time by Ellie LeCount. That is a rare mistake for the Lady Reds. We're tied at 1. Well, every set we were tied at 1. Blocked nicely at the net by the Blue Jays, but it does go out of bounds. It actually hit the antenna here on the near side. Anytime it does hit the antenna, the play is dead and the point is awarded to the other team. So Carthage leads 2-1. Nice block at the net by the Lady Reds. Up the middle, kill attempt by Barrett, and the Blue Jays do a nice job on the attack. This is Brennan getting it over. Blocked. And just getting it over there, number 2, Alexandra Tygum. And that one, boy, oh boy, Kelly Townsend got handcuffed there just a little bit, and it's 3-1 in favor of the Lady Reds. Blue Jays on the attack here. And that kill is going to be good for Alexandra, the 5'10" sophomore. She's from Guatemala, folks, the American School of Guatemala. Wow. I'd like to talk to her for a little bit. See what it's like to have gone to school in Guatemala. That one, the Blue Jays couldn't handle it, and the point going to the Lady Reds to make it 4-2. And De Rosales, the libero, will serve for Carthage. Again, we're in the third set. Blue Jays trying to extend this match here. Brennan, De Rosales over here to the near side. Nice dig in the back by Zerline, and the diving effort by Tygum is for naught. And the Carthage Lady Reds get another point, and it's 5-2. 3-point lead for the Lady Reds in what they hope to be a third and final set of this match. Tygum pushes it over. Diving effort by Brennan, and she can't handle it. Point going to Carthage. Six to 2 in the early going of the third set. Tygum, too much club. Are they saying, oh, they're saying, I think they're saying it was deflected. Yes, it was. So the Blue Jays get the point. And that makes it 6-3. And so serving will be the senior, Molly Brennan. To the far side of the cross-court kill, good by Kayla Johansson. Partially blocked by the Blue Jays, but it makes it 7-3. What? And that point going to the Blue Jays to make it 7-4. Now serving Rachel Schutte, 5'8" sophomore. Schutte knuckleballs it right over the top of the net. And that cross-court kill is good by Taylor Zerline. And so the Blue Jays get a point to make it 7-5. Blue Jays are within 2. Take another look. Zerline. De Rosales, the libero, couldn't quite handle it. Getting the kill, Kayla Johansson for Carthage to make it, oh, check that there, point going to Elmhurst, so it's 7-6. They called that one out, another service error, and that makes it 8-6 in favor of Carthage. 2-point lead for the Lady Reds. Johansson serving. Here's Zerline down the near side. It's good. Nice job by Taylor Zerline. And it's 8-7. The Blue Jays are within 1. So the Blue Jays with another chance here to tie this third set up. Back row into the net, the service, the kill attempt by Johansson, and we are indeed tied at 8. Second tie of this third set. Timeout taken by Leanne Ulmer and the Lady Reds as we are tied at 8. The second tie of this third set. We were tied at 1, and now we are tied at 8. Blue Jays trailing 2-0 in this match. The Lady Reds won the first set by a score of 25-15. Carthage came back to take the second set, 25-19. And we're tied at 8 here in the third set. Again, Carthage undefeated in conference play. The other undefeated team in conference play is Illinois Wesleyan. Wesleyan playing tonight in Naperville against the Cardinals of North Central. And both teams breaking their respective huddles. Blue Jays in the white jerseys, the Lady Reds in the red. To your left. Tied at 8. We are in the third set. Blue Jays trying to take the lead here in this third set. Brennan hits it into the net, and Carthage takes the lead back 9-8. Brennan had a good look at it here. And so serving will be Megan Dowrant for the Lady Reds. Zerline blocked to the far side. Nice dig in the back row by Schutte. And the Blue Jays do get the point, and we are tied at 9. We are in the third set. So again, a chance for the Blue Jays to take the lead. Kelly Townsend, the 5'8" junior, will do the honors. The knuckleball jump serve, really good serve. Blocked at the net by the Blue Jays, and the attempt to get it over by Brower came up short. So the point going to the Lady Reds. Good effort that time by the Blue Jays. There you see the block attempt, and Brower trying to get it over, cannot. It's 10-9 in favor of the Lady Reds. Here is Brower. Good dig by LeCount. And getting the kill is Shannon Kebasek. That makes it a 2-point lead, 11-9 in favor of Carthage. The Lady Reds trying to take this match in 3 straight sets. LeCount to serve. Blue Jays trying to answer. And a nice effort that time by the Blue Jays. Emily Dewis finding the open hole in the Carthage defense, and the Blue Jays are within one, 11-10. Taylor Zerline will serve. Nice block at the net by the Blue Jays. To the far side, and that one a diving effort by Kelly Townsend. But the point going to Carthage, 12-10. Lady Reds by 2. Boy, for both teams, both benches, the ladies who are the reserves are all standing, both sides, throughout this entire match. Some moisture out on the court. Ellie LeCount doing some cleanup. And she hands Christian Kryzak the towel. And now we're ready to go. Megan Barrett. Oh, nice kill there by Emily Dewis, the 5'9" freshman. Boy, she really got up and sent it home with authority, and that brings the Blue Jays, as we take another look at it here, the kill by Dewis, and that brings the Blue Jays to within one, 12-11. And that one is a service ace for Dewis, so we're tied at 12. That's the fourth tie of this third set. We were tied at 1, tied at 8, tied at 9, and now tied at 12. Nice block at the net by Tygum. Alexandra Tygum gets the block and the point, and Elmhurst leads now here in the third set, 13-12. See if we can pad on. Oh, another service error. That one too strong again. And so we're tied at 13. Fifth tie of this third set. Laura D. Rosales to serve. She has a service error, and so the Blue Jays lead by 2 now. Or check that, they lead by 1, 14-13. Now a chance for the Blue Jays to take a 2-point lead. And coming in is Molly Brennan. She comes in for Bailey Brower to serve. Blue Jays by 1, 14-13. And that one goes out, so the point going to the Blue Jays, and they do lead by 2. 15. Well, check that. The scoreboard has it tied at 14, but the ball is over on the Elmhurst side. Oh, okay, now it is Carthage. Carthage gets the point, pardon me. So we're tied at 14. And that kill attempt by Johansson is too strong. So the Blue Jays recapture the lead. Coming in to serve is Rachel Schutte. 15-14, Blue Jays by 1. We've had 6 ties here in this third set. And that dink effort, great diving effort by Brennan to save it. Ball trickling on the top of the net for a second. On the attack, getting it over Froats. And pushing it over and finding the opening, Ellie LeCount for Carthage. And we're tied at 15. LeCount finding the opening. 7 ties now here in this third set. Kayla Johansson will serve. And that one goes out. So a service error for the Lady Reds as the Blue Jays recapture the lead, 16-15. The Blue Jays trailing 2-0 here in this match. Zerline gets it over. Now it's the Lady Reds on the attack. And hitting it into the net was Katie Davis, the setter. So the point going to Carthage, and we're tied at 16. Serving for Carthage is number 6, Megan Dowrant, the freshman from St. Charles. Zerline, and we got a whistle, and a net violation is going to be called. So the Blue Jays back on top, 17-16 after that net violation from Carthage. And now it's Kelly Townsend to serve. And a service ace. Service ace by Kelly Townsend. She led the team coming into tonight with 30 service aces. A great time for another one for her. That gives the Blue Jays a 2-point lead. Let's see if Kelly can get another one here. Why not be greedy, right? Nope. Blue Jays on the attack. Blocked by the Lady Reds, and they can't handle it. Another point for Elmhurst. It is now a 3-point lead for the Blue Jays. Their biggest lead of this third set. Timeout taken by Leanne Ulmer and the Lady Reds. So a great job by the Blue Jays. We were tied at 16. That, by the way, is the 8th tie of this third set. And then the Blue Jays rattled off 3 straight points. Blue Jays lead 19-16. Carthage calling a timeout as the Blue Jays trying to get back into this match. Trying to win this third set and trying to be down 2-1 in the match if they can win this third set. My name is Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action here from R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College. Always a fun time watching Blue Jay volleyball. This is a great match here tonight. Very good Carthage team coming down from Kenosha, beautiful city. So Kelly Townsend will continue to serve. The Blue Jays lead by 3. 6 more points and they get this third set. 19-16. Townsend with the serve. Coming back though and answering is Megan Barrett with the kill. And so the Lady Reds are within 2. Well, you go to your go-to person. Now serving is Ellie LeCount. Oh, nicely done with a left hand by Dewis. Zerline gets it over. Now the Lady Reds on the attack. They stay here to the near side. Zerline. Back row dig by Johansson. And now the Blue Jays on the attack. To the far side, the left-handed kill is good by Bailey Brower. Good effort that time. And the Blue Jays get a kill from Bailey Brower, the 5'10 junior. And the Blue Jays are up by 3, 20-17. Crunch time here in the third set. Every point so critical now. Beautiful dig by Zerline in the back row. Taylor gets it over. Nice dig by Townsend. Brower gets it over. And another nice dig. They're trying to set up Brower. Here she is. She pushes it, and it goes out of bounds. Good decision by Kayla Johansson. She was thinking about playing that ball, but she let it go, and it did go out of bounds. And that makes it 20-18. The Blue Jays by 2. Barrett with the jump serve. Tygum pushes it to the back row. And getting the kill is Andrea Kozak. And a couple of quick points by the Lady Reds. Carthage within one. See Kozak right smack in the middle. And now a chance for Carthage to tie it up here. To the far side, and the dink effort is good by Kayla Johansson as the Blue Jays push it out of bounds. And so now we are tied at 20, and Julie Hall wants to burn another timeout here. Critical stage here in this third set. Well, we're tied at 20. That is now the 9th tie of this third set. So this has definitely been a nip and tuck, very competitive third set. All the sets were competitive here tonight. The Lady Reds took the first set, winning by 10, 25-15. Carthage came back to take the second set, 25-19. And now we are here in the third set, tied at 20. Remember, you have to win by 2 as we play up to 25. If Carthage would win, they would improve to 15-7. The winning streak would hit 7, and their conference record would be 5-0. If the Blue Jays win tonight, they would go to 500 on the year, 10-10, and the Blue Jays would also go to the 500 mark in the league, 3-3. So a lot at stake here tonight. Tied at 20. Megan Barrett will serve. Tygum is blocked and it goes out of bounds, so the Blue Jays do get the point, and they get the lead back, 21-20. Boy, the Blue Jays, boy, can we go on a string of 3 or 4? Duis to serve, and another service error. Boy, oh boy, just untimely service errors tonight. And we have reached our 10th tie of this third set. Can you imagine? 10 ties. D. Rasales to serve. Oh, blocked at the net by the Lady Reds, and it'll be Carthage now with the lead, 22-21. It'll be Laura D. Rasales, the libero, and a timeout taken here by Julie Hall and the Blue Jays as they realize the importance of this next point here, because the Lady Reds are up by 1, 22-21. And remember, you have to win by 2 as we play to 25. Not sure if I mentioned the statistical leaders for the Blue Jays. Bailey Brower, came into tonight's match the leader in kills with 228. Valerie Thomas, the leader in digs with 240. Kelly Townsend, the leader in aces with 30. Kelly also the leader in assists with 372 for the Blue Jays. And the leader in blocks is Emily Duis with 32. Kay LaSure with 31, and Peyton Froats with 30. So D. Rasales continues to serve, the junior from Rockford, for the Lady Reds. Carthage by 1 here in the third set. Over here to the near side, getting it over is Kebasek. Wow, that ball just stayed on top of the net there for a second. And that kill is good by Shannon Kebasek to give the Lady Reds a 2-point advantage late in the third set. Boy, that was big. See Kebasek there winding up, letting it go. 2 points away are the Lady Reds from winning the match. Oh, but Tygum sends it home. Good effort by the sophomore Alexandra Tygum, and it's 23-22. Blue Jays are hoping for the 11th tie of this third set. They would get there if they get this point. Molly Brennan will serve it for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst trailing by 1. And that kill is good by Kayla Johansson, and now we are at match point here tonight. 24-22. Shannon Kebasek will serve for the Lady Reds. Over here to the near side, Tygum blocked, and this one is going to go on as the point going to the Blue Jays to make it 24-23. So how big is this point? Because you have to win by 2. Again, it's still match point for the Lady Reds. Schutte to serve. Nice block by the Blue Jays. To the far side, and the dink effort. Good job by the Blue Jays to get it over. To the far side, it's Johansson, and Johansson gets the kill, and Carthage, oh no, they're saying it was out, so we're tied at 24. 24 apiece, and remember, you have to win by 2, so this is not match point. See if the Blue Jays can take the lead. Blocked at the net for Carthage, and the Lady Reds by 1. 25-24, and for the second time, match point has come upon us. Kayla Johansson with the jump serve. To the near side, Zerline pushes it over, and they're saying that it was a push. She did carry the ball, and so the match is over. Carthage takes the third set by a score of 26-24. So that'll do it as you see the players exchange hands here tonight from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Again, the Lady Reds take this match in 3 straight sets, 25-15, 25-19, and 26-24. The Lady Reds are now 15-7 overall, 5-0 in league play. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays 2 games under 500, 9-11, 2 games under 500 in league play at 2-4. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Hope you've enjoyed the match here tonight from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Again, the Blue Jays fall to the Lady Reds. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.